Everyone may be seated. Thank you. Friends, family, and loved ones, we come together today in the sight of the divine and of you as witnesses to join Luca and Hate in marriage. We gather around them now in this wonderful place, and we look on with love and hope as these two begin their new lives together as one.
Go on, Ryan.
Hello, your emergency service. Who would have thought we would be here today? Two of us have gone friends to end the year in this collaborative pact. We've been through a lot together. Not all of it easy, but together. But through it all, I have come this day forth vowing to always be by your side, to aid you, to be here for you. And most importantly, I promise to be blessed to incline my ears to my lives. May I love you from this moment into my life.
My turn?
Yes,
Alright.
sir.
Hey, where do I begin with you? Do I begin from the raid that never started? Or do I begin from the Facebook group I met you from? Or the clan invite you sent me from the day I got booted from my old clan? Either way, the day I met you changed my life forever. From the moment we first started talking to the first place we ever met, right here on Europa. Well, technically the Tangled Shore, but that disappeared, dumb Bungie. But anyways, here we share our first date, where it all began, standing on this frozen planet. The memories we shared will forever be held from this point on. When I first met you, I didn't know your personality until I mentioned Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel. I amazingly broke you out of your shell faster than anyone else ever has. A connection like no other, and yet it was the best, and yet it was the connection that started a wild adventure I never knew would happen to turn into a blossoming relationship. And furthermore, when you became my emo, geeky, nerdy demi-girl, yet sexy and romantic, seductive lover of mine, am I killing you with my cuteness overload, as you always used to say? I remember the time I first introduced you to roleplay and all the times I made you discover different things about yourself, including your identity and your sexuality. I remember the time that you wanted to begin your journey into the safe, loving, intimate, trusting relationship that we currently have. You know, and there is one more thing I'm forgetting. The one thing that you always love about me is that I'm so understanding. You even told me that yourself. And if it wasn't for you, I don't think I'd ever be the same person I was a year earlier. Getting to know you has been the most wonderful thing, and every single day is a brand new adventure with you, one that I love going on and seeing every little new outcome that it ends with. Everything that we've built has finally led up to this, our proposal that leads to our marriage many years down the line. But that's not all. I have many other plans in the near future for us to explore and go on many more adventures that will leave memories that'll live on forever. But you know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for the day that you take my last name under the archway. Together as one and never apart, we'll make it through till the end of time. You know, I really didn't expect us to last this long, but I sure am glad that I haven't even, or but I sure am glad that we did, because you've let me discover a whole nother side of me that I've never even found myself yet. And for that I'm grateful. For both what you've helped me find and you. Without you, none of this would have been possible. You did say once, and this one thing was the most true thing that I think is destined to happen. I swear the universe said I knew you had a toxic relationship, and we don't foresee the one you're in working out. So here's an adorable emo romantic demi boy that you're very similar to, that you might possibly spend the rest of your life with, who will treat you correctly. Bye, have fun being a mess. I remember when you almost cried when I told you that I protect you from bullying and I told you to send them to me and you got all teary-eyed. Or the time we first slept on call together. Then we started to sleep together because it was comforting and put our minds at ease. The other thing I love is when I share emotional moments with you, like the first time I forcefully swooped you off your feet to come cuddle with me when you were stubborn and downing yourself and you cried on my chest and I just held you and cuddled you better because I loved you that much. Or when you discovered your little space and you were so adorable and the next morning you got all flustered because I was a proud CG. I remember how cute you thought it was when I waited for you to come home from college and still do. All of these memories and many more to come. But those are just some of the most special memories I share with you. And I love every little bit of it. Every second, every minute, every hour of each day that I get to spend with you is the most amazing thing that I could ever ask for. Your love and care, your tender kisses, your support when you pick me up when I fall, and how every time we argue or have a scuffle, you always come back to apologize, because as you say, you can't stay mad at me forever. But neither can I, even if I try to be. You're just too wholesome and precious to be mad at. Plus, you and I have gone down similar paths and wounds that can never be healed fully, and that I respect and understand. But so do you. Seeing as you don't judge me for who I am and let me be myself, but always support me and care for me when I'm having a hard time. You're always so patient with me and do your best to take care of my needs whenever I need you, and that's what I love most about you. The one moment that I'll always cherish, no matter what, is the day we started It Takes Two, and finished it. All the laughs we shared and the excitement, the rush of all the heart-racing, adrenaline-filled boss fights, the adventures and cooperations we shared throughout all the puzzles, how much fun I had day by day that we finished each chapter, and the jokes we shared along the way. The night that we finished it together was one of the best nights I could have ever asked for, and experiencing that together was amazing in itself, especially the very emotional ending and the fact it brought us closer together, helping our relationship grow even stronger. But that's not all. I'll cherish all the old memories we share, from the 1v1s to the raids to the strikes to the moments we shared playing all the different events in Destiny together when we used to play with Cole and the other guys back before they all drifted apart. I guess that's all I can really say. So with that being said, I ask you, will you be the guardian to my fire team, the ghost to my light, and most importantly, the ace to my Cade?
I now pronounce you two husband.
No.
Hey, wife.
By way of bullets!
I gotta strike y'all down.
I got one more thing to say though, and this is for my main man. No. This is for my main man, Christian, a fellow guardian in the Bungie community. It's been a long road, and I know that you've had a terminal illness that has really hurt you. But together, Artemis and I protect the last. Eyes up, Guardian.